Welcome to the Rocket City of Houston and Rice Stadium. A late season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the Rice Owls. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Run inside. It's Jackson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Speeding down the left side. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. First down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understand.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for a push on 4th down. Maybe some room here. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
Still running at the 40. Flying down the right side. All the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. An 84-yard drive there. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. He's in open space downfield. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Now rolling to the left. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, fortunate to get it back.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Motion from the back. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Tulane! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Going to try it. Breaks into the open. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. 1st down, they dial up the pass play, but you're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten another 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brown wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the head.
Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So
now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Brown will throw it. The short hands, it's Jackson. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so we're trying to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Owls will have it 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Jackson. Got a little grass. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rice. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target, throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for space. It's Daniels. There's some room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Daniels. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Brown wants to pass. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 7 team, the LSU Tigers.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone.
And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Turning it on. Runs through the tackle. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Green Wave. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rice makes its way onto the field to get things going on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Brown will throw it. Gets it to the back. Nice move there. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that are always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Trying to run, it's McClure. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Steps away. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on.
Makes the catch, and he's free. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up. The run inside. It's Jackson. There he goes.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Brown wants to pass. Going long. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Hard running there. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's caught. It's McClure. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep this drive alive. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Shakes off the defender. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Running inside, it's Daniels.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Finding some room. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Looking for room, it's Turner.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the red zone, it's Turner. Able to get one down to the 15.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
From the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Brown will throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Unloads it left. Finds his man. It's Lane. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Rice rushes to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs.
Lets it fly. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll go right back to him. Nice move there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Here's a heat. He's on the move. At the 45, on his way. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lane. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback Keith. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Owls. On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.